It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, Stafford. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford throwing deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Lock in, lock in. Bravo.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, Echo! 56.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Alert, alert! 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, high 7. Alert, 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 alert.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Right 80.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Move.
We got 4.
Five.
56 is the mic.
Here's Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
61, matchbox lights. Undercut. Hey, 70.
Watch safety green.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Complete to Lamar Miller. He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Easy. Go.
Now Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Akeem Hicks. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 21-3 is your score after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Khalil Mack. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Deuce. Check. Check out route. Hot. Watch twist. Watch it out.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He's got Burton here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Check 26. Hey, zoom. Mike 51. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, alert.
On first down, Trubisky. This is caught. A good pickup there, 22.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch the run.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Monday. Hurry.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Akeem Hicks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Gets fielded in the end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Come this way. Come this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Middle, middle, middle.
After the interception, here's Stafford. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Stafford now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Stafford out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
11.
Here's Stafford. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions gain a bit of respectability. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
50. 59.
Screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58, the money.
On first down, Stafford here. This is Miller, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing to Stafford. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Hey, exit.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Quarterback. Hey. We ain't beginning to turn you up. 53, ready.
Operating from the gun. Stafford, they'll find Miller. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Hey, team 6.
They snap it to Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On the return, here's Agnew. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Take a seat. You're going to have me. Double right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ran, talk.
Oh, kill.
Hey, ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Mike 51.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
32.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Easy.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that's caught inside the 30. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Binds under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Eddie Goldman able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. 2nd down and goal. Stafford, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bears will get the football back.
Hey, ball. Here we go. Check. Alert. Red, tuck.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Red, tuck. Alert. Let's go. 25, check 25. Go. Mike 51.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown. Chicago. Allen Robinson, 57 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Bears 58, Lions 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Fights off the defender. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm coming.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Stafford. Looking deep down and got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he will get into the end zone, but there is a flag down. This one may be coming back. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. This is caught. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, 15-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34 by Beasley. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hey, 5-0!
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Stafford. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, turn it up. Shoot!
Topper!
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he completes it to Cohen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lock in. Ran, touch. Switch. Move. Under 10. Smooth. 10.
Now it's Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check nickel.
They go to Johnson again.